Hello everyone! Let's talk about graphing linear functions sa video na ito. Without further ado, let's get this lesson started. Kapag sinabi nating linear functions, ito yung mga function na ang highest exponent or ang degree is 1. Ibig sabihin, wala tayong x squared, x cubed, x to the fourth, or any term na ang exponent is higher than 1. We will follow this format. F of x is equal to mx plus b or yung ating tinatawag na slope-intercept form. Kung saan yung m, yung ating slope, at yung b, yung ating y-intercept. There are other formats of linear functions or linear equations. Pero ito kasi yung graphable, no? Kung may ganun mang salita. But this format is ready to be graphed. For the steps in graphing linear functions, first you have to make a way para ang maging format niya is ganito, yung y is equal to mx plus b. Again, this is called the slope-intercept form. Kung saan yung m, yung ating slope, and then yung b is yung ating y-intercept. Once you already know b, you have to plot it sa Cartesian plane, and you look for another point using the slope, that's rise over run, para makonect natin yung dalawang points na yon using a straight line. I-apply natin itong 4 steps na to sa next slide sa ating first example. We are to graph f of x is equal to negative 2x plus 5. So, i-rewrite natin siya here. Ang ating kailangang format is y is equal to mx plus b. So yung mx natin, kailangan yung term na may x ay nasa right side as well as yung constant term natin. In this case, nasa right side na sila pareho. Gawin na lang nating y itong f of x. It's pretty straightforward because pinaltan lang naman natin yung f of x into y. So alamin na natin ngayon yung b dahil i-compare natin siya sa y is equal to mx plus b. Ang b natin ay itong part na to, which is positive 5. And according to our step, ay ipa-plot na natin siya dito sa ating Cartesian plane. Since we are talking about a y-intercept, this b5 should be found sa ating y-axis. It's here. Next, we make use of the slope, which is negative 2. Dahil ang slope natin is rise over run, it is preferred na ang slope natin ay naka-fraction format. So, lagyan lang natin siya ng over 1. To make sense of this, ibig sabihin ng negative na numerator is will go down 2 times and then ang positive na denominator, since run siya, going to the right. We start counting dito sa ating y-intercept. Sabi ay negative 2, so dalawa daw pababa at isa papuntang right. Now that we already know the placement of the 2 points, we can connect them using this line. Pag na-connect na natin sila, we have to enumerate the different points natin. So we already know the y-intercept, that is b. Gawin lang natin siyang coordinates, that is 0, 5. For the domain, since wala naman pong break, wala namang U-turn, wala namang lumiko, no, straight line lang yung ating graph, we can say that the domain are all real numbers as well as the range. Nagkakaroon lang tayo ng ibang answer sa domain at range kapag iba yung setup ng ating graph. For example, may U-turn or bumaligtad siya, ganyan, nag-break sa isang part. Yan. So, ilalagay ko na lang sa upper right corner ng video na ito yung ibang types of functions na may ganoong case. As for the x-intercept, pag sinabi nating x-intercept, ito yung point sa graph na tumama sa x-axis. Kung titingnan natin siya dito sa ating graph, ito yung point na yon. Para malaman natin yung exact coordinate niya, ang gagawin natin is, gagawin nating 0 yung y. If y is equal to 0, ano ang value ng ating x? So gawin natin, we have y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. If we put 0 here, we have negative 2x plus 5. Transpose natin si 5 sa kabilang side. Dito natin tuloy. This will be negative 5 equals negative 2x. Isolating the variable x, we divide it by negative 2. So we have negative 5 divided by negative 2, that is positive 5 over 2. Yun po yung ating x-intercept. So isusulat natin since x siya, that's 5 over 2, comma 0. Or kung gusto niyo naman na decimal, pwede niyong gawing decimal yung 5 over 2, that's 2.5. 2.5, comma 0. So again, yan po ang ating graph. Burahin ko lang yung mga unnecessary markings. Let's have another example doon sa kabilang slide. So for this example number 2, again, ang first step is to find a way para maging y is equal to mx plus b yung ating function. Dahil ito ay hindi pa naka-format sa gusto natin, kailangan pa natin ditong mag-transpose at mag-divide. Again, kailangan ang maiiwan sa left side is yung y. So nasa left side na naman yung y, hindi na natin siya gagalawin dyan. Yung x naman, kailangan nasa right. And as we can see, originally, it's placed sa left. So, itra-transpose lang natin. When we do that, positive 4x will be negative 4x. Then, let's just copy negative 5 pababa since already ay nasa right side na siya. Afterwards, kailangan tanggalin natin yung negative 2 na yan. We have to divide it by negative 2. Para ang maiwan na lang sa atin is yung y. As for this negative 2, ang gagawin natin dyan is i-distribute lang natin yung pagdi-divide. So itong negative 2, i-divide mo dito. Negative 4 divided by negative 2, that's positive 2x. And then for this one, negative 5 and divided by negative 2, that's positive 5 over 2. Yan na yung gusto nating format na y is equal to mx plus b. Now we proceed with letter B. As we can see here, ang katapat naman ng letter B is 5 over 2. And we just get its decimal equivalent, which is 2.5. Plot natin siya dito sa Cartesian plane. 2.5. Positive 2.5 sa y-axis sa pagitan ng 2 at 3. It's here. As for the slope, meron naman tayong 2, which is, again, can be written as 2 over 1 because we want it to be in fraction form. This time, positive yung ating 2, kaya pataas tayo. And then yung 1 natin is also positive, papuntang right naman siya. When we are dealing with slope, it's important to note that the numerator is for the rise. It's either up or down. Pag positive, that's up. Pag negative, that's down. For the denominator naman, it's in charge for the run, going to the left or going to the right. In our case, since positive siya, going to the right. Pero kung left ito or kung negative ito, papunta siya sa left. So start the counting from B. In this case, nandito tayo sa negative 2.5. Mag-move daw tayo ng dalawa. 1 and 2. And mag-move tayo ng isa, going here. Andito yung isa nating point. And then, yan, kakonect lang natin siya. Let's write again the domain. For the domain, we have all real numbers kasi wala namang break dito sa ating graph, as well as for the range. Para naman sa ating y-intercept, nakuha na natin siya kanina. Yun yung pinlot natin ng una. That's 2.5. So since that is y-intercept, sa y siya isusulat. So this is 0,2.5. Or kung gusto nyo yung fraction form, pwede naman 0,5/2. As for the x-intercept, let me clear this muna. Ang gagawin po natin, katulad dun sa ginawa sa previous slide, which is, isi-zero natin yung y para makuha natin yung katapat niya na x number dito sa ating graph. So again, our equation is y is equal to 2x plus 5/2. Nire-write lang natin siya dyan. So ang gagawin natin again, if ang y natin ay 0, ano ang ating x? This will now be 0 equals 2x plus 5/2. So ang una nating gagawin is i-transpose natin si 5/2. When we do that, that will be negative 5/2 equals 2x. There are many ways to solve for x here. Pwedeng i-cross multiply mo siya, pero ang prefer ko na method is ganito. Tatanggalin ko muna yung denominator. So ibig sabihin, ita-times ko muna silang lahat ng 2. 2 times this one, matatanggal na si denominator, negative 5 na lang. And then 2 times this one, kasi nga siya ay equation, whatever you multiply sa left is mamamultiply din sa right. So this is 4x. Let's continue here. Negative 5 is equal to 4x. And to complete this, we divide everything now by 4. To remove that coefficient, ang x ngayon natin is negative 5/4. Or kung gusto niyo siyang gawing decimal, pwede rin namang negative 1.25 equals x. And that is your x-intercept. So negative 1.25, 0, or negative 5/4, 0. So ganun po tayo mag-solve ng ating linear functions. At ito rin po yung graph niya ng example number 2.